Hey everybody, I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS. Welcome to Open BXRX. Coming up on today's show, we'll speak to an on-air personality and official member of the Heavy Hitters DJs, who is making history, and he joins us to speak about the work that he is doing in the music industry. Then we'll speak to the founder and partner of an organization that is providing visibility for an important sector of our workforce. And after that, we'll take to the stage with a comedian who will promote her upcoming show at the Comedy Club in Harlem. And then finally, we'll hear from the singer, songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, and fearless band leader of a fusion group based in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's in the house, and so is everybody else. We're gonna have some fun. Sit back, kick off your shoes, and relax your feet. I'm the Doc Bob Lee, and we're wide open. Here we go. Hey everybody, I'm the host, the Doc Bob Lee, and you are watching Open. It's a live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. You can stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Leading things off, our first guest is an on-air personality and the first DJ in New York City to be employed by 2 different radio stations in 2 different genres. He joins us to speak about his rise in the music and entertainment industry and to highlight upcoming events that he's going to be a part of. He's going to be rocking the house. So please welcome to the show, DJ CeeLo. He's lit. He's in the house on BronxNet.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
How you doing, man?
Appreciate
How are you?
man. Good to see you outside of the station.
Yeah, man. BLS and Hot 97 together at one table.
Yeah,
what? Here we go. Here we go.
Let's do it.
And the Boogie Down BX.
What New York sounds like.
Yeah, that's right. So tell us about how all of this happened. You grew up in the Bronx.
I grew up in Harlem.
In Harlem.
I went to school in the Bronx. I went to college on a football scholarship. Blew my knee out the first game of the season. I was confined to a bed for like 6 months while I was on the bed. I had a friend of mine who's from the Bronx, went to school with me, and he had DJ equipment. And, he wanted to make some money in college, so he was like, yo, you know what? I'm a DJ. And since I was confined to a bed and my doctor said I was never going to walk again the same way, I was like, you know what? I'll be the MC, man. I want to be a part of the party, but I just won't dance. So he's like, yeah, let's do it. So like we used to practice. So we would go to the room and we'll practice, and he'll be there DJing. While he's DJing, I'll just be watching. Because I couldn't go nowhere, I had to be stuck in my room. Whenever he used to go to class, I'll jump on the set and kind of practice a little bit. He gets kicked out of school. I stayed with the equipment. And the rest is history.
Wow. So how'd you come up with the DJ name?
Actually, my original DJ name was 456, because my government name is Carlos. Everybody on the block is either Lo, CeeLo, Khalid. So I was like, there's too many CeeLos in this world. People, I'm CeeLo here, CeeLo there. So I was like,
CeeLo over there by the Brooklyn Expressway,
CeeLo by the Brooklyn,
place.
exactly. Soul food, amazing. So I was going with the 456 first. That was me, DJ 456.
Wait, you've been using it for a while, because I heard 456.
Well, I didn't use it in New York. I've only used it when I was in college. That was it. When I came home, when they put the name on a flyer, my boy Tech is like, that don't look right. 456, you're gonna lose. People are gonna lose you. You're never gonna be. So you like, just put CeeLo. And I was like, what am I, J-Lo's ugly cousin? Oh man, he's like, yo, he's like, trust me, just put C-L-O, you're good. And I left it there.
You left it there, and the rest is history. Here we go.
History,
So, rocking with Hot 97, how did you get up there?
Shout out to, of course, one of the most respected individuals that I can ever mention is DJ Enough, man.
DJ Enough, we love you, man.
I love that man.
DJ Enough.
He's given me a lot of love.
Major heavy hitter.
Yeah, like he gives me a lot of love. So when he made me part of the heavy hitters, he was like, listen, you rock with me, and one day, hopefully, I will be able to get you on the shot. So I interned for Enough for like 3 years, every day, putting in that work, going to him, making sure that that rush hour was being set up, and you know, with his support and the support of others at the station, you know, they finally gave me a shot. And I was brought up with 5 other DJs. And
that's good. That's good. So Summer Jam's is coming up.
Summer Jam, June 4th. The big announcement was made last week.
Yeah, there you. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Who's on the lineup?
Well, from what I can remember right now, I believe Ice Spice, Cardi B. What I really do love about Summer Jam this year, that it's going to be predominantly New York.
Yeah.
And I think we lost that, and not that we lost it, but we kind of lent it to the rest of the world, and they came here and they enjoyed it. You know, they made great shows. Shout out to all the many great rappers and artists that have been through Summer Jam. But, you know, I'm real happy that this year we're going to do it for us. You know, it's going to be a New York vibe, you know.
Yeah,
dope.
That's good. And it's going to be at the USB Arena.
Yeah, at the USB Arena from what I heard.
It's going to be big.
It's going to be big.
It's usually Hot 97, WBLS, rocking together.
New chapters, new arena, new everything, man. Keep it in New York. It's what it is.
That's right. So how did it happen for you? You got involved in 2 different genres.
Yeah,
One of the first in New York.
So in 2013, I was offered a freelance job with Univision, and I would do their live broadcast on the radio. And thank you once again. Thank you to my family at Hot 97 that they've never been, you know, negative about that. They've always realized, like, you know,
that you go out and make some extra money on the side.
Yeah, it's not even about what you can make. It's just about being the culture. You know, if you're born and raised New Yorker, you understand that you have to be bilingual.
Right.
I mean, you don't need to be, but you have to if you want to survive. Because if you lose a job, your job somewhere, you can easily just walk right over across the street, and if you're bilingual, hey, listen, whatever I'm doing on the urban side, I can do it on the Latin side.
Now say that in Spanish. Whatever I'm doing on the urban side.
Lo que estoy haciendo en el mundo anglo, lo puedo hacer en el mundo latino.
Exacto.
Eso es fácil, rápido. We switch like that. Sin pensarlo. Which, by the way, a lot of people don't know. I think in English, translate in Spanish in my head.
Hey, see?
Sometimes it's kind of hard because you get stuck. Because you're used to the New York words.
Right.
And you know, when you use New York words on radio, you don't sound too intelligent. So, almuerzo is not lonche.
Yeah.
Lonche is no almuerzo. Por si acaso.
So wait a minute now. You have anything coming up that we should know about?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, man, we got events every week. Of course, we do the live broadcast on Hot 97 from now and then in Brooklyn. I have this big 420 concert. Shout out to the Gumbo family. Shout out to Flytrap Radio. All the information is on Eventbrite. 420, probably the biggest, loudest concert.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is right there.
Yeah.
It's probably the biggest, one of the loudest concerts there's gonna be. It's a 420 environment. So there's gonna be a lot of vendors, a lot of artists, a lot of pop-ups. So it's gonna be fun. That's really big. That's gonna be just as big as Summer Jam. And then after that, we're gonna hit Summer Jam.
Flex did one of the 420 events. I think was it in Brooklyn? I went to one of them. Yeah, and he had some of his cars there and all that stuff.
Yeah,
it was really
man.
nice.
420 events have become very popular over the years, and especially since they legalized cannabis in New York.
You already mentioned your radio shows, and what can listeners expect to hear when they tune in and check you out?
One of the things that I want the listeners to really tune in is to understand that we're really supporting New York right now.
Yeah.
So every Monday night, Flytrap Radio, myself, Alexis Major, Mia Bell, Luca Brasi, shout to Tat Wiz, our producer, shout to Funk Flex for opening the lanes. We're really focusing on just making New York great again. You know, like we're really pushing for the rappers, like we're really pushing for the artists, the producers, the talent. Just letting the world know that on our show, on our station, they could really depend on us supporting us.
Yeah. So that's what New York sounds like?
That's what New York's going to sound like. I'll tell you that much. We're going to make it sound great again.
Yeah. Did you ever do one of those big stadiums?
Man.
A lot of those DJs are making a whole lot of money. It's like they're in concert by themselves.
I'm going to tell you, I'm looking forward for Summer Jam because even though a lot of people don't know this, but I've been working at Hot 97 since 2010, right?
Yeah.
I've never stepped foot on a Summer Jam stage.
What?
but that was a promise that I made for myself.
Yeah.
I would always do festival stages.
Yeah.
But go on the Summer Jam stage, no, I've been backstage. But I said to myself, I'm never going to touch Summer Jam stage unless I am officially. Because, we have a lot of great talent. And, I had to wait my turn. And that's all it is. It's not an ego thing.
Yeah.
It's just I want to wait my turn.
Yeah.
And when I step on that stage, I want it to be memorable and great, and hopefully this might be the year.
Are you down on this one? Did they put you down on this one?
We're gonna be.
You're a heavy hitter. You need to be down on one of those.
We're gonna expect something great out of Summer Jam this year.
Put them down on Summer Jam.
Yeah,
it's coming up.
Come on, guys. Put me in, coach. Put me in.
Give them a segment. What do you need? Just 15, 20 minutes? Of course, that's real short, but you can do a whole lot, 15, 20 minutes.
I'm tell you something. You and I know that on radio and TV, a minute is a long time.
That's right.
If you don't know what you have to say or the space that you're in, you might get stuck, and a minute seems like forever.
Yeah.
So even if I get 5 minutes, I'm happy.
Yeah. So that's one of the things you're looking forward to. Summer Jams. In your career, where do you want to go next?
I want to get an office job. I want to. No,
okay.
No, real talk. Like but not just a regular.
Well, you know what?
office
I
job.
can understand that because in everything that we do, you need to know the business.
Yes.
This business that we're into.
I think I learned the business in a way where now I'm prepared to go sit with the big boys.
Yeah.
Like I really. No, one of my dreams is one day to be inducted in the Radio Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Like. Just like a basketball player wants to go to the Basketball Hall of Fame, a football player wants to go. I want to be inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame one day, and hopefully when I'm done with the clubs, I want to be back there, with the bosses, corporate, helping the brands that I've been working for so many years become even greater. That's all.
Hey man, somebody's gonna sponsor you. You're gonna wind up doing one of the brands or putting out a sneaker or something like that.
Listen, I hope. Within this world, with our social platforms, with all the reach that you can do, it's unlimited. You can a coffee could become a T-shirt and become the biggest T-shirt company in the world. Like
people selling rocks. Why not?
Yeah, people are selling.
Yeah, selling rocks. Let's buff this up and make it shine. I'll put it in the leather pouch for you too. Here, charge you a little extra. Social media. Where can we find you?
DJ CeeLo. I'm so happy. I'm glad you asked me that because it's the first time I'm actually saying it because I just recently was able to own DJ CeeLo. I used to go by on Instagram. I had the DJ CeeLo. Then I changed it to the heavy hitter DJ CeeLo.
Yeah.
But now I own DJ
you had to pay
CeeLo.
For it?
We have to do some legal,
right?
We have to do some legal work.
I did something like that
we
too.
have to do some legal work, but you know what? It's mine. All you other DJ CeeLos out there, prepare for that letter. It's coming.
Nobody else can use it. It's yours.
I'm so happy. Yeah, so you can find me on social media, DJ CeeLo. That's it.
Hot 97's DJ CeeLo.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Good luck with Summer Jams and everything too. All right, we'll take a quick break right here. I've got more. Keep it right here on Open. And welcome back, everybody. I'm the Doc Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS. You are watching Open. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for checking it all out. Our next guests are the founder of the Anchor Group and the Chief Executive Officer and founding designer for House of Dimash. And they join us to speak about how they are providing visibility for home health care workers as frontline workers and promote the upcoming 2023 Care Star Awards, and so much more. So please welcome to the show, Kevin Howell and Glenroy March. Welcome, welcome, welcome,
guys.
Thank
you for having me, Bob.
All right.
Pleasure.
All the way from the land of
Jamaica.
Yeah, man. Welcome.
Thank you.
I feel so warm because when I think about Jamaica, it just relaxes me so much.
7 miles of beach, right?
Yeah, all of that stuff. Listen, guys, tell us about the work that you guys are doing with Anchor, the Anchor Group.
So the Anchor Group, I started it in 2009. It's a strategic consulting firm that was built around helping organizations to become more efficient and using that efficiency to drive their revenues. Because it's one thing to get stuff coming in, but you can't control it when it comes in, right?
Yeah.
So we consider ourselves a solutions firm. We provide software, we provide strategic planning services, marketing services. And over the last 7 years, we've been working in the healthcare space. specifically long-term care. And so this whole journey around the Care Star came from just seeing the gaps in that space, and we're a solutions firm.
Yeah.
And so we're creating a solutions to highlight the work
Problem
of home care
solution.
workers.
Problem solution. And how did my man Dimash get in there? Dimash.
Yes, you got it. So I will provide, because as you know, at House of Dimash, it's a couture house, both men's and women. So I will play that comes in and do the magic. So for the awardees, I will do the makeover.
Oh, okay. And when you talk about makeovers, what is it? Is it facials and everything?
So
and
actually,
clothing?
it will include a full package. So for us at House of Dimash, we'll bring in other partners like makeup artists, hairstylists, but we'll provide the garments. So we'll get them a full total look over.
Get the accessories
their nails
and everything.
done, the accessories, makeup, hair, beauty tips, how to take care of your skin. So it will be a total full package.
How'd you guys come up with this?
Well, as I said,
Is it from 9/11? I mean,
no, actually,
not 9/11. COVID-19.
No, actually, we conceptualized this in 2018.
Oh, just before COVID.
Before COVID,
Yeah.
and then COVID happened, so you really couldn't have any in-person events.
Yeah.
And so at the end of 2022, we figured if any year it made sense to kick this activity off, it was this year, given everything that is happening around home care worker, the state increase, the wages, there's constant kind of conversations around equity for home care workers and pay, hours that they're working, et cetera, et cetera. So a lot is going on now in the industry. So this is a good way to kind of talk a little bit about welfare. What does welfare look like? Salary is one part of welfare, right? But mental health is one part of welfare. Supporting home care workers as they take care of clients. When a client dies, what happens? You've been working with a client for 15 years. This client suddenly died. The agents will take you and put you on another case. No sense of stopping to see how are you feeling. So really, the Care Star Awards is really intended to open up the door to pause and let us see how we can make the lives of home care workers better.
Yeah, you know, those frontline workers, healthcare workers, risking their lives to help us go on living our lives, especially during the pandemic, you know, that was so special and so important. So this big thing that you're doing, people are going to come together. You have a date and everything for it?
Yes, the event is August 3rd.
August 3rd.
Right, but there's a series of events leading up to that event, right? So as a solutions organization, we understand that having an event don't really change much. So we're starting the conversation with the home care leaders on May 17th in a home care leader breakfast.
Yeah.
Then June 7th, we're having another event, which is a mixer to bring post-acute care leaders together. Because there's a connection between post-acute care and home care. Post-acute care is that when you leave the hospital and you go into community, that's technically post-acute care.
Yeah.
So the rehabbing or service at home or connecting to mental health resources in community, connecting to nutrition resources, transportation in community. So we're bringing all of those people together in the mixer. And then in August, we are having the awards. But in between is where all of the magic will happen.
All the magic.
With the kind of getting the home care workers.
Spice it up and nice it up. Yeah. So, so all along the way, you're going to dress all of these people?
So our main focus will be the event, of course, but leading up to the event, we're preparing them.
Oh,
so like anything, you got to
That's like
marinate
rehearsals.
it. Yeah, exactly. You got to marinate your chicken, right?
Yeah, there you
so
go.
for instance, you know, the hairstyle and figure out who we're partnering with and who's going to get the hair done. And it's like anything, you have to coordinate. So you have 50, however, a span of 2 weeks, how we're going to get everyone prepared.
Yeah. So how's this going to look? How's this going to look on that date? The Care Star Awards. You have people already nominated?
Right. So let me walk through the process. So this award is intended to, it's a post-acute care award. This year we're honoring home care workers, right? So this year is an honoring of home care workers, but next year it will be another group of healthcare workers, right? So the nominations are open as of March 23rd. So agencies can nominate up to 2 Care Star.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're working with the home care agencies, community organization, churches. They may have members who are working as home care workers. They can nominate those individuals. Then we move to shortlisting of the top 36, then the top 20. The top 20 are the folks that the House of the Marsh will be packaging, right? And really not focusing on the negative of kind of the struggle, but the positive of the glory of the journey, how home care workers, the salary that they have gotten in this space has helped them to send their kids to school and build their homes back home in Jamaica, or because a lot of home care workers are Caribbean people.
Yeah.
And one of the things that people don't understand, there are 480,000 home care workers here in New York State. About 400,000 are in New York City.
Yeah.
That's one of the largest population of workers. So when you are home, when you are at work, they're at your home taking care of your mommy, your daddy.
They were taking care of my mom up until 2011. To 2020.
Right.
My mom is no longer here, but yeah, they did
Sorry
a great
to hear
job.
that.
Now
Sorry.
she lived all the way up to 90 years old.
Oh,
and,
nice.
You know,
Good age.
They took good care of her too. You know. So
Right.
Thank you.
Listen, and that's what we want to do, right?
Yeah.
We want to recognize that they're there, and not just the 90-year-old, but they're taking care of your kid who met in an accident, right? And have a traumatic brain injury.
Yeah.
So
Tell us about this inaugural event that you guys are putting together.
so the
You can
inaugural
put the same energy into it?
Yes.
So the inaugural event is going to be a parade of home care workers and agencies and their family members, and it's going to be in Brooklyn, Queens border.
All right.
Working on the final details of the location now, but it's going to be the Brooklyn, Queens
Only
border.
separated by maybe the BQE or the Pulaski Bridge or something like that. I don't know.
Separated and divided. It's the 87. Yeah. So it's going to really make a lot of difference in terms of the event. So it's going to be fashion show. It's going to be entertainment. It's going to be food. It's going to really capture the essence of what home care workers do and the people who are in kind of the pot that makes it happen.
And some of those people in the pot for you would be, you have partners working with you?
Yes, because for instance, I design clothes, but I don't do makeup.
Yeah.
So I would need my makeup partners
makeup,
to come
the
over.
accessory, and the whole
hair
nine.
and
Yeah,
the
I
whole
get it.
nine.
Yeah.
But our big focus is to let the ladies feel amazing and looks like they're on the red carpet.
Yeah.
You know, we know the home care workers in scrubs, but what about a couture gown? You know, so that will be where the magic will be.
Yeah, that's special right there.
It is.
Right, home
It
care
is.
workers and scrubs, and maybe I don't know. They've been wearing masks before,
Long
Yes.
before
Yeah,
everybody else.
before-
But now,
COVID-19.
and the hair always pulling one covered, but now we can put some curls, we can add some
Yeah.
extension,
Oh, good,
so
good,
now we
good.
can really show them to their family and friend in a different light.
There you go. Want to shout out some of the people working with you?
Yeah, so definitely want to shout out Cabs Health Network, one home care agency out of Brooklyn, Jassa Care, obviously House of the Marsh, I mean, he's here. Caribbean Times newspaper, RDC Productions, my PR firm, Sharon and her team at Netstruck. PR. So yeah, I mean, those are some of the folks that we're working with now, but we're now in the process of bringing on new partners, new sponsors. So we're having a bunch of conversations around that now. I mean, it's an inaugural event, inaugural event, you plan a whole lot, but now it's making it happen, making the magic flow.
I'll look at the calendar, see what I have open, and I'll try to make a couple of those.
No, that would be great. That
Tell
would be
Sharon
great.
I said hello. Is she in the building somewhere?
Yeah, she's in the building.
Sharon, hey Sharon, how are you? We gave you a big shout out, Sharon.
She's definitely in the building.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I mean, it's going to be, but we have a final event, the end of summer boat ride.
Oh, okay. See, we didn't know about that one.
Right. So
You got the music and everything. You got Caribbean music.
Caribbean is going to be in parade.
The food and
the
everything?
food
Oh.
and the energy of the Caribbean. But also, you'll imagine that home care is not just Caribbean. You have Russians, you have Latino,
Yeah.
Latinx communities.
Exactly.
So really it's going to be a bringing together, a melting pot of the people, the leaders who are working in that space.
Yeah.
And that's September 27th.
You guys have the same website, or yours is different?
Separate.
Different.
Go ahead. Give me yours.
So go ahead.
So it's www.dimanchecouture.com.
DimancheCouture.com.
Perfect. And the same thing for all my social media. So it's just Dimanche Couture for Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
So the CareStar is carestaraward.com. However, the company is www.anchorgroupcorp.com.
I like the way you threw those W's in there. At one time we were practicing, for radio, WBLS, www. Trying to get the W right.
Right.
Say it again.
www. I think it becomes like a second nature. Anchorgroupcorp.com. And we're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Anchor Group Corp.
Hey, listen, guys, thank you for coming, all right?
Sure.
We'll join up again, all right? You let us know more.
Thank you so much.
All
Yes,
right.
we will.
We'll take a quick break. I've got more open coming up next. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet.
You can now watch MNN, Brick TV, QPTV, and SIC TV on BronxNet. Tune into BX Omni, Channel 67 Optimum, 2133 Fios during most Sunday evenings. We'll show you some amazing content from our friends at Manhattan Neighborhood Network, Brick TV in Brooklyn, Queens Public Television, and Staten Island Community Television. Every borough represented in the Boogie Down. Epic partnerships for the ages. And catch our new Next channel, produced in partnership with MNN, 24/7 on BronxNet Channel 952 Optimum and 2138 Fios.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Doc Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS. You are watching Open. And our next guest, she's a comedian, and she joins the show to speak about how she has risen in the comedy and entertainment industry and why comedy is so very much important to her. And she's going to also promote an upcoming show at the Comedy Club in Harlem. We're all going to be there. Wings and things and maybe a beer or something like that. Please welcome to the show, Pam Galvez. She's here. Here she goes. Pam. Pam.
Thank you. The legendary Dr. Bob Lee. Yeah. Doctor, I'm a nurse. So doctor, stat. Let's go. Stat. Doctor, stat. Give me those orders. RX, BXRX. Okay? BXRX. I know all about it.
I know. You're doing some wonderful things, but addressing issues of bullying and suicide prevention. Talk about it.
Yeah, so I am part of the disability, it's called the Don't Diss My Ability comedy show. And it includes all disabilities. And right now I made this dress, by the way, by me. Uh-huh. And this is the disability comedy, the disability flag. And it represents all the disabilities. So, give me a second because, I need a little help too. So the green one is sensory disabilities. So sensory means hearing, blindness. So those kind of disabilities. Blue is mental illness, psychiatric disabilities. The white represents invisible disabilities. My disability is invisible. You can't see it, but it's, of course, in here. But invisible disabilities, and a lot of times us with invisible disabilities don't get the help or the patience or the kindness that we need.
Yeah.
The yellow represents neurodiversity. Neurodiversity means autism, bipolar, ADHD, ADD. So, those chemical imbalances. And then red, it represents physical disabilities. So cerebral palsy, although cerebral palsy is also neurodiverse, but physical, when you're in a wheelchair or you have difficulty walking. So sometimes people confuse it with the pride, gay pride flag, LGBTQ community, which I love and support 100%. But we are our own thing. One of my comedian friends, his name is Mike Favor. He has a big joke about people always confuse the disability pride flag with LGBTQ, but this is our flag, our disability pride flag. So please come celebrate us. And this is the new movement to celebrate disability. That's the new thing. So
yeah. So you got into the white. When you pointed to the white, you pointed to yourself. You were dealing with the inside, the silent thing inside your mind. Explain. Right.
Yeah. So again, the white is invisible, an invisible disability, because when people look at me, when my friends look at me, when my family or, they're like, what are you talking about? Nothing's wrong with you. Girl, get up, or blah, oh, shut up, and I'm not given the same patience and kindness as those in wheelchairs or who have physical disabilities. So this is also a big reason I got into comedy, because I wanted to express the difficulties I go through, because people when I hide very well. I present very happy. But I suffer from severe depression, severe anxieties.
And people don't know what's going on in the minds of a lot of people.
Exactly.
You're not the only one.
No, I am not the only one. We all go through this. All of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you decided to say, hey, let's make fun of this. Let's make some comedy. Let's make it happen.
Exactly. Let's make some comedy.
They don't want to be recognized as somebody with a disability. I have a friend, like you mentioning off a camera about me working with the wheelchair charities.
Yes.
I have a friend that he was a half a body, but he played pool, laying on a table and everything. And we spoke like we were regular people, and he didn't want anybody else to see him like he had a disability. So that's the way I treated him, and that's the way we had that love for one another. And that's that's what it is. That's what you have to do.
And that's my goal, is to normalize disability, where, like you just said, that your friend who had the half a body, it didn't even, that's what I'm trying to normalize, because a lot of times, well, especially with physical disabilities, people in wheelchairs, or a lot of times people push them to the side, or also another thing is that they're seen as very institutionalized, or oh, how can we take them to the hospital? How can we help them go to their doctor's appointments? How can we help? And I wanted to show that people with disabilities also want to have fun. They like to go out to eat. They drink. They have relationships. They do everything like us, the normies, because I'm not a normie. I'm a but that's my big point. I wanted to showcase that our disabilities, we just need a little bit more help. But once you help us a little bit, we flourish.
I never heard that
and that's my whole goal.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So you're showcasing comedians with different disabilities doing stand-up comedy. You have something coming up that we should know about?
Yes, I do. So April 16th at Comedy in Harlem. It's the only comedy club in Harlem. April 16th at 5 p.m. Please come to support me and all my disabled comedians. It's also my birthday. So to my family and friends who are watching.
It's your birthday.
It's my birthday. It's a birthday. It's a birthday. So my friends and family, you're obligated to come. But so all the others, it's gonna be my birthday. There it is, my birthday, and also all the disabled comedians. By the way, this show is the only and the first ever all disabled comedian lineup, because there are disabled comedians in the in the comedian community, but there's never been a show that's all disabled comedians. This was our first show, and you're gonna make me emotional. And I wanted to showcase that we're fun too, and we love to dance, and we're dancing with the wheelchair. So I asked the comedians, can I spin you around in the wheelchair? And and it was just so much fun, and so many people came out, and it was such a big day because sorry.
No, go right ahead.
You could see the comedians, they felt honored. And in comedy, a lot of times your time on stage is timed, right? And a big problem with comedy clubs is that they're not wheelchair accessible. They're not ADA accessible, which means Americans with Disability Act, which was enacted in the 1990s. They're not accessible. So when getting on stage, you want all your time. And for these comedians, getting on stage, it takes up sometimes 2 minutes. 2.5 minutes. So if you have a 5-minute set, you've already lost 2.5 minutes, and as a and you're only getting 3 minutes to perform, and that's so unfair. And I saw that, and that's so unfair. So my big goal is for all comedy clubs to be wheelchair accessible, to be accessible to everybody. So that's my big goal. I just want to normalize disability because we're humans too. Like I said, we just need a little bit more help, but with a little help, we flourish.
Just
okay?
a little bit. So
just a little bit. We don't need to be babied. Let me get that straight. We do not need to be babied. We just need a little bit of help, a little bit of patience, and we flourish. So there's my flyer for my birthday.
It's your birthday. Hey,
it's your birthday. Hey. So my the show April 16th. So April 16th, most of the comedians are disabled, except for one. Sophie's dope. I call her the normie, but we all have different disabilities.
So wait a minute. So she's different because she's a normie?
Yeah, I like to call them normies. Yeah, the normies. This is a video. Of course, there I go, blowing kisses because I love to blow kisses.
Yeah.
And there's my friend Aileen. She has dyslexia, very proud of it. And I just want us to be proud of our disabilities. I'm proud of my disability, my neurodiversity. Life has been difficult, but I'm beginning to see the beauty in what my disability has given me. When we're disabled, we think that our life is unfortunate. Sometimes we can think it's unfortunate, or many times I'm like, oh, this is so unfair. Why can't I be normal? Why can't I think? And I'm just now starting to realize that this is my best gift. And I want all of us, those of us who have disabilities, to know that even though our life it's peppered, but it's beautifully peppered. And it's an experience that most people don't experience. And I want us to be proud of our experience. Yes, it might be different. Yes, it might be difficult, but it's a beautiful experience. And I really want to showcase that. So sorry, I get very emotional.
No, Pam, you do what you need to do. But you're a blessing because you're helping other people realize, hey, there's something different, and you're normal too. You're like anybody else, and people want to see you that way.
Normalize disability. Normalize disability.
You know what? We're going to go to a videotape right now. Let's check it out.
Yes.
Hi. So my sister and her boyfriend is here. He's from Slovenia. So he talks like vernacular. But I found out it's Romania. So yeah, Dominican, Puerto Rican. What's the difference? So.
My sister's gonna love that. Dominican, Puerto Rican, same thing. Romanian, Slovenian, same thing.
That's right. So that's beautiful. Give us the address one more time and give us all the information as to where we
Oh
can
yes,
follow you on social
I
media.
have. I have to write things down. There's the birthday. Please come. You can get the tickets at comedyinharlem.com. And then here, yes, right there. There it is. It's at 5 p.m. And then can you see?
Yeah.
I have to write
Hey,
things
right there,
down.
right?
Can you?
Yeah, keep it right there.
I'm very old school, but if you want to contact me, okay, wait, there we go. If you want to contact me, you can email my management company. Thank you, Ray. Thank you,
The Bullion
Sandra. I
Foundation.
love you.
Yeah.
Bullion Entertainment. I just signed on with them. My Instagram is #1 Pam, and then also my TikTok is Pam is so silly, and my YouTube is Pamela so silly. So, because I am very, very silly.
Pam, you're so silly.
Yeah, the silliness helps with the pain, Yeah. We all struggle. It's not just me. It's not just you. We are all going through it.
So comedy is medicine for you.
Comedy is pure medicine.
Well, listen, thank you so much for joining us. Lots of love to you. And we'll see you at the Comedy Club in Harlem.
Yes, come. Oh, one more thing. I just wanted to say, that's my friend. He is, his name is Chris Fonseca. He is the pioneer of disability comedy. He started in the 1980s, I believe 1986. He has cerebral palsy. And we're gonna do a big show in LA in September at the Hollywood Improv. We have a big show, and he's connected with everybody. I'm a producer. I produce everything myself, so anything helps. I'm doing a documentary on all the comedians, and this is a process. So if you please come to the show, support, because this is the next big movement, is disability rights. I'm a disability rights activist, and we're gonna laugh, we're gonna have fun. So please come. Are you gonna come too, Dr. Lee?
We're gonna look at the date and see what we can do.
Oh, by the way, Dr. Lee, I in my process of healing and dealing with neurodiversity and my invisible disability, I went to Thailand to learn Muay Thai. I went there for a month because I really wanted to, healing is so many aspects. Go to your doctor, go to your appointments, take your meds, drink water, eat healthy, but also mind, body, and spirit. And
absolutely,
I learned how to defense and all that, and that was such a wonderful experience. I was able to lose weight, and I just want everybody to take care of themselves, okay, and come to my show.
We appreciate you, Pam Galvez, comedian. She's got it going on. They're doing things addressing issues of bullying and suicide prevention.
Absolutely, because I dealt with suicide, and doing this comedy has proven and shown to me, to myself, has nothing to do with anybody else, just to myself, that I'm happy I didn't take my life, because if I would have taken my life away, I wouldn't be experiencing this, and also the experience I'm having with others. And I want to spread my message to anybody who's hurting. You're not alone. You are not alone. Even though you feel alone and you want to isolate, you're not alone. And please reach out, and please get help. Help works. Don't be ashamed of getting help. I get help. I take my meds. I drink my water. I'm so excited. My psychiatrist, she's a Black woman. I love her. So please, if you're a person of color and you're thinking about getting into the profession of helping and therapy and psychiatry, please, we need you. We need you, because the healing is so much quicker and faster and better and clearer when it's us. When it's us. So I'm so thankful to my doctor. She's been amazing, and my therapist, she's been amazing. So please get the help.
Pam, we love you. Thank you. Thank you.
I love you. And again, if you want to contact me, it's info@bullionentertainment.com. And you can book me and all my disabled comedians. We can come to your school. I think that would be amazing. I would love to come to schools.
Yeah.
We do some dirty comedy, but we also do very clean comedy. If you want us to come to your school, we also do very clean comedy, and we would love to start coming to schools, to venues, and please contact me. Please support us. Yes, email us right there.
info@bullionentertainment.com.
Yes. To give a shout out to the Inevitable Foundation. They're really pushing for Hollywood to include more disabled entertainment people. So please help us.
Don't Diss My Ability comedy show in Harlem, the Comedy Club in Harlem. Thank you so much.
April 16, 5 p.m.
Pam Galvez, comedian. Thank you. We appreciate you. We'll take a break right here. I've got more open coming up next.
¿Qué color? Perfecto, mijo. Gracias. Thank you. What's wrong, mijo?
Donating to a pet's medical care is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
Boom! Just like that. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, our last guest is a spoken, fiery musician from Brooklyn. Brooklyn's in the house. She's here to enlighten us and talk about her fusion band. So please welcome to the show Olivia K from the Boogie Down Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, we gonna boogie.
You and Boogie Down right now.
We get down, get
Olivia
down.
K and the Parkers. Welcome, Olivia.
Thank you. Hi, Bob.
And you've been doing this for a while now. We've been having fun. Yeah. I mean, we've been off camera. We should have been running the cameras while we were doing this because
Every day is a stage, baby. I'm just one of the players.
And you are lit.
Thank you. I try to stay up, baby. Yeah.
So tell us about you, Olivia K, and the Parkers.
Sure. Well, I'm Olivia K, and Olivia K is my middle name. So my dad, Kira, and my dad used to always be like, Olivia K.
Kira's in the house.
Yeah, but Olivia K is who I am when I'm just at my best creating and sharing with people. And I grew up in Brooklyn. My grandmother was a minister, Baptist church.
All right.
I used to sing in the choir and play the piano.
That's
and,
how it
all the things.
starts.
And I learned that connecting with people in music was really powerful and it could really make a difference for people. And so I went to college. I went to Columbia. I never left New York.
All right.
And I was a music major and I would play all over.
Let me find out. Well, that's what we're doing.
That's right. I was like, find out what? I mean, the internet, you could go find out anything, I think.
Yeah.
But I went to Columbia. I was a music major there. I studied with a lot of great people, played a lot of music, and then I graduated and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go out and do my thing. So I started playing around New York City, the Bitter End, the Knitting Factory, City Winery, and most recently I became an artist with Joe's Pub. So I'm actually one of their residence artists, and so we're called the Working Artist Group, and our mission is kind of both to create art but also to make a difference with other people.
Yeah. And how did Olivia K meet the Parkers?
College. Yeah, we were in school, and the joke was, if anybody knows, the Parkers, right, is a TV show, with Monique, and the joke is that it was two white guys. So I thought it was the funniest thing because one guy, the keyboards player, last name was Parker, and the other guy's first name was sounded like Parker, so people kept calling them Parker, like, oh, Parker, you know Parker this, Parker. And I was like, yeah, the Parkers, and I thought it was the funniest thing, and I was like, well, ever since then, I said to myself, anybody who joins the band is a Parker. So I probably had over 50 people in my band in the last 7 to 8 years.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. you've come up through gospel, so your genre of music is what? You
I
touch
call it
off on a
soul
lot of those
fusion.
things?
I touch a
Soul
lot of
fusion.
stuff. Yeah, because I started in gospel, but you know, I grew up listening to BLS. I grew up listening to Kiss FM, and also my mom's from the Caribbean, so she's Guyanese.
Oh,
so
all
I
right.
was soca, calypso, and then I grew up again, lots of Dominican.
Get something and wave it.
Get something
Get something
and
and wave
wave
it.
it. Boy,
Get something and wave it.
Yo, I didn't know we were doing all this today. Yes, let's go. Yes. 100%. That's me. Yeah. Get something and wave everybody. Get something and wave it. Yeah. That's me. That was my.
Really?
Whoa, yo. Sorry, don't. Now I'm gonna sing the whole song. I'm trying to focus, man.
The water running.
No. The water. No. I'm focused. Okay. And so when it's just been jokes all day. I'm just trying to focus, man. This is great. This is fantastic. So yeah, so basically I grew up with that, and then I also grew up listening. A lot of my friends were Puerto Rican and Dominican, so I grew up bachata, salsa, whole thing. And so I think all my music really reflects New York, the energy, the melting pot, the Caribbean, the hip hop, the soul, the jazz. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get out there and check you out. Where are you performing at?
Oh man. I am okay. I can't.
So you've been in all these clubs that you mentioned,
yeah.
these spots.
Yes, I just played Brooklyn Bowl, which was a couple weeks ago, which is really cool. It's a bowling alley and also a venue. So that was dope. I cannot tell. I'm not at liberty to say what my next show is, but I will let you know.
Yes, please.
Let me put it this way. It's a big place. It's an easily accessible place, and it's in Brooklyn. That's all I can tell you for now.
So just now, wait a minute. Can we eat some wings and drink? Have a beer?
As far as I know, they definitely have beer. I don't know if they have wings, but that you can bring your wings. Yes, you can do that 100%. I know. Now I've created a mystery. I'm sorry. It's like a whodunit. You know, with the wrench in the living room, Clue. You know, I'm sorry.
Well, I DJed in a lot of the places in Brooklyn, so I'm gonna find out because
you're gonna find out.
You're gonna tell me off
I'll tell you later.
right?
I'll tell you later.
I can't
it's safe enough
to tell everybody else. I'll tell everybody else.
I can't tell y'all yet, but it's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a really good one.
That's good. We'll be looking forward to checking you out.
Yeah.
So, you want to give a shout out to some of the members of the band, the Parkers?
Sure. I mean, dang, there's a lot of folks. How
many members of the band?
Well, there's 7 people at any time, but because I play with so many different folks, I'll say shout out to the Parkers.
There you go.
The Parkers.
That's all.
That's all my peoples. I've learned so much as a musician and as a person from playing with so many people. You can't help but expand.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if you were able to entertain us right here in the studio, what song or what would you, if it's a rap, would you?
I think what I'm hearing is you want me to do a freestyle.
You can freestyle, you can sing.
So yeah, I would sing. Probably. Okay. Yeah, that's what I would do. I'd probably sing one of my songs. I think that's a nice, easy one. Do you want me to sing now?
Yeah, you want you want the instruments?
Sure. Yes, air guitar.
All right, everybody
please.
get the air guitars.
All right, let's
and
go.
the drums. You got the drums? You got the drums?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
All right. Okay. Ready?
A cappella, but we're going to be playing the air in the background. You won't be able to hear this. But
you guys, you'll get this. You get this.
There we go.
You deserve good things. You deserve good things. You deserve good things. You deserve the best, yeah. You deserve good things, yeah. You deserve good things, oh. You deserve good things, yeah. You deserve the best, yeah.
You the vocal range on that. Check that out. Go ahead. Olivia K in the house. Olivia, tell us about the Sankofa project.
Yeah. So I was playing for years with different people, but what I found, and I think everyone comes to a point where you have to reconcile with your past and your future at the same time. And I found myself, I had written all these songs, I was performing all throughout New York for years, but I never recorded anything. And I had this whole block about, like, oh, this is so hard, and I'm struggling, and I'm a songwriter, which is, part of why I'm also part of this music startup, because as a performer in New York, it's very hard. It's very hard. You have to keep your head so focused. I was playing in the subway. I was making rent that way, but it was so stressful and difficult. And I got to a place where I just got a good friend of mine was like, we gotta get out of this. We gotta pull you out of this. And he was kind of like, let's record, let's do this. And so we started a fundraiser, and it happened right before the pandemic. So the fundraiser went from January 2020 to February 2020.
Ooh.
And we had our final show. We had like our thank you show. We raised, I think, $12,000 and to go towards recording costs. And we performed on March 7th, and the world shut down by March 13th.
Yeah.
And so we had already gone into the studio at that point. We had fundraised and we went into the studio, and then we were trying to figure out what to do in lockdown because we weren't even sure if we should be in rooms together.
Yeah.
We ended up through that process, you know, something we thought would only take a couple of months ended up taking basically a year
Wow.
to almost 2 years of recording and figuring out all remotely.
That's all right. It was marinating.
Yeah, it was, you know what? And no wine
that's
before
what
its
it was.
time. It really was meant to do that. I believe that. I really believe that.
So what did you do during the pandemic?
Yeah.
Just adding little things to it?
Yeah,
getting
I had
ready?
to record my vocals.
Some spices in
yeah,
the pot.
trying to, I mean, we had songs to finish. People had to record stuff and send it to us from other places. I moved to North Carolina to be with my dad at the time.
North Kakalaki.
Yes,
All
baby,
right.
that's right.
Got out of the city, huh?
I did, and it was, you know, and then my mother passed away at the end of that year. So it was I was very lucky. She got to hear the music before everything happened. But
God bless her. She's still listening to it.
yeah, she's my biggest advocate of all.
Yeah. Because you know, you take it everywhere you go.
She be taking me places. That's what I
See,
think, to be honest.
you see, that's what's up. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
So where do we go from here, honey?
Yes. Well, where we're going now, man, is world domination.
You could be 100 on that.
You know, I was like, well, we're going to take over the airwaves. Come on, y'all. Press play. But really where we're going from here is I personally, as an artist, wanted to expand and create shows that not only the music was good, but that it touched people on like almost like a musical, on like the way like a theatrical work would. Like I do the costuming, we do like dancers, that kind of thing. And that's the kind of show that I want to keep bringing to people, especially to New York.
Yeah, so you wanted to be on radio and TV. Your music has been on TV too.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
Yes. One of my songs, Native, which is about being a native New Yorker. Oh, that's the 16 I should have spit. It's okay.
I'm a native. Again, you got 10 seconds.
I love that one. Now everybody want to write that they a Brooklynite. Trendy bars and movie stars and Apple stores in my sight. How quickly you forgot what no one wanted in my life. Couldn't get nobody to my borough on a school night. How many parties did I have to say I couldn't go? Mom said the city ain't safe and she knows so. 1987 getting robbed on the front door. Now check the block, they're about to have it rezoned.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, rapping and singing?
All right.
What else you going to add to it? You going to add the salsa to it?
Yeah.
Go ahead, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay.
107.5 WBLS, Ram.
Okay. Kimbara, kimbara, kumba, kimbam, bam, kimbara, kimbara, kumba, kimbam, bam. Si quiere gozar, si quiere bailar, kimbara, kimbara, kumba, kimbam, bam. There you go.
Yeah, all right, check it out. Thank you so much. Give us the website, social media, and all that stuff.
Absolutely. I'm Olivia K and the Parkers.com. Olivia K and the Parkers, A-N-D, the letter K. Olivia K and the Parkers.com. I'm Olivia K and the Parkers on Instagram. Pretty much any form of social media, that's where you'll find me.
Olivia K and the Parkers, all the way from Brownsville, Brooklyn. Yeah.
East New York, baby. I was like, I don't want people to be confused. It's East New York, but that's cool. I appreciate you.
All right, and Brownsville, all of Brooklyn.
Yes, I'm here for all of it. Let's be clear. I'm here for all of Brooklyn.
World domination. She's putting it down.
Every day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's show. I want to thank our guests, you, for tuning in and checking it all out. And always remember this, what you are is God's gift to you. What you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice. Let your choice control the chooser. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee. I'll see you over 107.5 WVLS. I love you all. Peace.